and then running up on the back. In the neighborhood, he's going 80. But if that cop had killed a little kid, there'd have been, he was chasing a deadly person. Wait, I'm getting to that part. Mr. White committed obstruction of justice, and he was told in that video, sir, you're going to be arrested for obstruction. And he was told that twice. He said, and the guy said, arrest me at the hospital. Let me get the lady who's having a heart attack there. He does not comply at that point in time. Yeah, doesn't comply in 5 seconds. Get in the freaking car. Get in the bleeping car. Get in the car. You know what I mean? Just totally mentally ill. Shouldn't be cleaning toilets, much less running around with a badge and gun. He does not comply at that point in time when the trooper tries to make an arrest. White's claim that the trooper was out of control is simply unfounded, and reading White's contradictory statement proves it, James said. The guy's completely out of control screaming. Then he comes around the side, gets the EMT back out, and starts choking him. And the other cop's choking him. That's out of control. We're going to show both these videos coming up. The officer, as he got out of the vehicle, was in a state of rage. He approached my partner and said, get your ass back in there. Well, that's in a rage. I'm giving you a ticket for failure to yield. What do you mean flipping me off, which they say they didn't do? I challenge you to go out there and find that. It didn't happen, James said. Since the ambulance was not running its lights or siren, James said that Martin had every right to pull over the Creek Nation EMS ambulance on May 24th. Oklahoma Highway Patrolman, under all circumstances, has the right, I guess they're God, to make a traffic stop. He has the right to make a traffic stop on ambulance that is not running code before it has nothing more than any other vehicle, he said. Martin's attorney also said, because most ambulances only turn their lights on when they need to go through traffic. Martin's attorney also said that if someone thought that there was a trooper acted inappropriately, there are a number of things that run through the officer's mind. Yeah. Go talk to the state police. Go talk to the... And it goes on to say, one thing that police officers are taught is that a person who will fight a police officer, who will fight, I guess talking to him was fighting, is an extreme danger to the public. And they go on to say how dangerous the guy was for now we're going to, the EMT gets out and is like, what is going on here? We got a person in the car. He's like, get in the day, I said, boy. And the guy's like, don't talk to us like that. What's wrong with you? Somebody's standing up to me. I'm going crazy. Totally insane. And the state police and the governor, everybody are saying, hey, this is good. And that's why you're discredited and disliked. And you make all the other good state police officers who aren't lunatics on power trips look bad. And it turns out this guy's done this repeatedly. So, and I guess in Iraq, the troops do just sit off the road shooting families up in their car. It's on YouTube. We could show you just killing families for fun. I mean, look, we're humans. You're not God. You didn't rise after 3 days. I mean, got news. This is America. Land of the free, home of the brave. Now land of the cowards, home of the slaves. Now let's go ahead and go to the Dash video. Let's go ahead and start it. Here it is. He's driving down the road. Go ahead and crank the audio up behind me. So he's driving along at what appears to be about 85 miles an hour. 85 to 90. Now, here he comes up on an ambulance. It's at about 600 yards, 300 yards, 200 yards, 100 yards. I mean, he slows down to about 80. Now he's about 60. There's a car. Stop right there. Back it up. Now, the police car has now, at least 90 miles an hour, closed on the back of this ambulance on a two-road, windy, hilly road that he should be going about 45 on. He closes in seconds on the ambulance. The ambulance looks like it's about to get over, but then swerves out because as they go over the hill, there's a car in the 2-foot shoulder hanging out in the one-lane road, one direction, 2 lanes total. So for those listening on the radio, you can go to Infowars.com and watch this video. This is the life and death situation that we are witnessing right now. The ambulance is going the speed limit. Here comes a bat out of hell cop car on a windy 2-lane road. He's up on his butt and he's got his lights on. There's no way going up over the top of a hill that the ambulance can go into incoming traffic. He's stuck between incoming traffic and a car broke down in the road. Well, the cop doesn't like that. That ambulance should have just slammed in the back of that car. The rib cages should have gone through the steering column. They should have died and then praised the cop as they died. And because they didn't do that, they're going to pay. Back it up and show them. Here he comes, bat out of hell. Back it up even more. Back it up even more. Bat out of hell up on the back of this. And then look at that rotten shoulder right there. See how the shoulder's all rotten? It's only a 2-foot shoulder, but it's rotten like it is in rural areas. Just rotten shoulder. Here comes Speed Racer. 90 miles an hour. 90 miles an hour. Closing. 80 miles an hour. He slows to 70. 2-lane road. Ambulance has to go out in front of the God because of a car in the lane. The ambulance driver should have killed themselves ramming into the car. He speeds around them up over the crest of a hill dangerously and accelerates. He's going 90 miles an hour. That looks about like about 95 right there. He slows down around a turn. 80 miles an hour. He's going through now a residential area. Appears to be going about 100 miles an hour right now. And he speeds into a gas station. They said they got a report of a stolen car. Now he's doing about 100 right there. Through neighborhoods. And now he pulls in to the gas station. There's a whole bunch of police cars there. And now he decides to leave. Now he's going to go after the ambulance. Now he's going to speed through the neighborhood towards the hospital at speeds of 70 to 80 miles an hour in an area that guaranteed was no more than 20 mile an hour zone. Now here he goes into the 20 mile an hour zone recklessly. When we come back, we'll play the confrontation and then the up-close video of them choking him. So that is coming up. Now, you've already seen the reckless driving, the lunacy, almost driving the ambulance into a stalled car, risking the God's own life, but I guess gods can't die, so he's immortal, risking Hercules. He's half God. Hercules, the war hero, risks his own life, goes out into the oncoming to go around, because Lord knows he's bored all day out there in the country. Finally, must be the first big call he's had in a month. He's got some Iraqis to fight, American people. So he accelerates on down the road towards the ambulance. And the ambulance thinks they've woke up in the Twilight Zone. It is the Twilight Zone. Next stop, the Twilight Zone.